to my channel. So instead of showing you guys a vlog this week, as I am steadily getting through the week that I was in Walt Disney World, I thought I would just do a different kind of video for you today and show you everything that I bought on this trip in Disney in 2016. So today is a Disney haul for you guys. Quite a few people liked my last one, and thank you if you watched it. And I find it really fun showing you guys what I get, just in case you might be going soon and don't know really what you want to get, because it can be quite overwhelming. There's definitely a lot of stuff to buy, and if you've taken a set budget, you might get yourself carried away as you're going out there and get things that you necessarily didn't want initially, and then not have enough money for the things you did want, which definitely does happen to me quite a few times. So I just thought I would show you everything that I had got this time. And maybe there are ideas for things to bring back for people, or just things that you might want for yourself. I've slightly categorised it because it appears that this year I tend to buy more clothing, which never happens normally, but I have bought more clothing this year than I did last time. So I have categorised things. I've got clothing and a couple of other things like that, but that's what I'm going to start with first. So I will show you my first item. So last year when I went, I did buy 2 items of clothing from this exact same store. For some reason I seem to be obsessed with the stuff in there. I just think because it's well themed. When you finish the Hollywood Tower of Terror ride, or even if you just happen to be waiting for a family member that's on that ride, there is a gift shop solely dedicated to Tower of Terror. And they do loads of clothing actually. There is a lot of stuff and it is all pretty cool. So last year I bought a hoodie that had Hollywood Tower of Terror on it, and then I also bought a baseball t-shirt which I was wearing in my video I did with Saskia just before we went away, I think. So I did buy 2 items of clothing from there. This year, after we got off the ride, I had another quick look round, which is never really a good idea because I will buy something in there, and I did find another hoodie. So I have got a second hoodie. This one is just a black zip-up hoodie, and it's actually a kids one, I believe, because this is a large and it's like fitting me and I'm like a little midget. I think these are kids sizes, but luckily for me I fitted into them and it also made it cheaper. I think this is roughly around $35-ish or something. So kind of expensive, but they last really well actually. Disney hoodies are pretty good, and also when it is cold on night times it's just quite handy to have one, and this is quite thin as well, so it's not like a really chunky hoodie like my other one is. So yeah, this is a black zip-up one, and on the front it just says Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, but the cool thing is on the back, which shows you a really cool design of Mickey, Donald and Goofy on the Tower of Terror itself. And I just thought it was really cool. I don't normally like stuff on hoodies that much, but because it's on the back I don't really see it, and as I'm walking around home, people can be like, oh, she went to Disney. So I just thought it was a really cool hoodie, and again, yeah, not very thick, so it's quite a nice lightweight hoodie just for kind of slouching around in, really. So that was the first item of clothing I got. I then also saw in Animal Kingdom's really large shop, what is it called? Trader Outfitters, something like that. It's the one that's just by the Tree of Life. If you're looking at the Tree of Life, it's on the right there for you. And it's a really big store. It has pretty much everything in it. Basically like the same amount of stuff that the Emporium has. And in there I found this top, which I think, now that I sort of like carried on seeing it as I was walking around the parks, because this is the first time I saw it in Animal Kingdom, which was like our 3rd day or something, I think it might be like a PJ loungewear top. Because I saw some matching bottoms and shorts, but I'm just going to wear this as a normal top, because I just think it's really nice. I really do like grey, so it's kind of like a perfect one for me, and I just thought the pocket was really cute, and then it's not overly Disney, it's just, I don't know if you can see that, it's just like a little Minnie Mouse on the bottom there, so it's not really noticeable that it's a Disney t-shirt, and it was really nice and soft, which probably makes me think that it is a PJ top because it's very soft. But I just really liked this, and this one is in an extra small in the US size, so small for me, so it's about an 8, I think. I don't remember how much this was. Again, I'm probably going to say it was close to $30, is what I'm thinking. Things are quite expensive over there, but you just have to sort of budget your money. I definitely just did. I knew that things were expensive, so I just budgeted so that I could save more and take more with me, so that I could buy things to bring home with me. So that was the second item of clothing that I got. The other 2 things are actually more accessories. They were the only 2 actual pieces of clothing that I got. These next 2 are just the accessory side of it. So I'll show you the thing that I got first, which if you do follow me on Instagram, which is All Your Wishes Will Come True, you will have seen that I purchased a flat cap. I actually looked for this last year, tried it on, and it didn't fit my head. So whether it's been changed the design this year or magically my head grew within a year, I don't quite know. But I bought the Haunted Mansion cap. This one you can find in Memento Mori's, which is outside of the Haunted Mansion ride in Magic Kingdom. That is the only place that I have seen this. So unless you guys know somewhere else, and you can let people know in the comments below, that is the only place I'm aware that they sell this hat. So it is a flat cap, and the cool thing about this one is that it glows in the dark. They do show you that in the shop. They put like a UV light on so that you can see, but all of the little eyes, they glow in the dark, and it's based on sort of the wallpaper in the ride. I just really like this hat, and it was boiling, and wearing glasses, it can get annoying having to swap my sunglasses for my normal glasses when I'm inside and things, so sometimes it's just a lot easier to have a cap. But on that day it was boiling that I bought this. I think it was like 36 degrees and it was just making me sweat like mad, so I had to take it off. But I definitely will wear this one at home because I don't think it's quite as obvious that it's Disney and it's not sort of in your face, and I just really like the style of it, so I'm really glad that I got this. And then the other accessory to the clothing that I purchased were shoes, actually, which I don't think I've ever purchased any Disney shoes before. Not even flip-flops like when mine are broken or anything, which I know a lot of people do tend to have to get, which is probably the reason they put them in the parks, because your shoes can break from the amount that you're walking. But I decided to get some, I'm going to say they're like Vans basically. They're very similar style, they're just not branded as Vans. They just look very similar. So they're just a very standard shoe trainer with a lot of different Mickey heads. There's some like angry ones of him, some of them smiling. So it's sort of like just his old style cartoon. And I just really like these. These were priced at around $50, and for some reason mine were $42. The label was missing on my shoes, so I don't know whether they reduced the price purely because of that, because it just had a sticker on the bottom for the barcode. I'm not sure if that was why they reduced them, because I did ask, because I thought that price was a little bit low. I thought that maybe something was wrong with them, but the lady said no, it's just because the label was missing. So there's nothing wrong with the shoes, and this was my size, so I just got these ones. So they were around 42 for me, I think, but I think they were closer to 50. But they're really, really comfy, they're really squishy inside, the sole's really good. So I definitely recommend getting a pair of these. And I got these in Downtown Disney on my last day. So those are the clothing items that I got. Seeing as I got that last thing I showed you in Downtown Disney, I will show you what I also got in Downtown Disney. On my last day I sort of just spent all my money, and there's a couple of things that I really did want, and some of these things you can only get in Downtown Disney. So I went to Basin, which is basically like a bath. Like a Bath and Body Works, if you're from the US, or like a Lush, that kind of thing. They do soaps, they do shampoos, all that kind of stuff. I am a massive bath person. I love getting baths, and one of the things I really like in Basin is their bath bombs. You can get these really big tubs, which I think are like $19.95 before tax. And you basically just get the opportunity to fill this, and they give you the lid when you get to the till, so it obviously has to shut. Otherwise you have to take one of your bath bombs out, and I think mine's fitted in about 5 or 6. So obviously you can't smell them, but I will try and explain them, and I think if I can remember the names I will tell you the names of them. Some of them I just got the same as what I had last year because I loved them, and some of them I think could have been new. They probably aren't, I probably just got the exact ones that I loved, but I will go through them as best I can. So this first one is a little orange one. And this one I think is something like Florida Sunshine or something along those lines. And it basically does sort of smell sunshiny. I know that's a bit of an odd way to describe it, but kind of just what Florida smells of. I know that's a bit weird. The reason I love Basin basically is because all of their scents are really subtle. There's nothing too in your face, which is maybe one of the things I don't like about Lush. Whilst I think their bath bombs work really well, some of them just stink a bit too much for me. And these ones are just really subtle and really relaxing to sit in the bath with. So that's why I've got all of these ones. I then also got this one, which is called Relaxation, and it's on the front table as soon as you walk in. I do know that. Yeah, that one's called Relaxation, and again, really subtle, just a really soft smell, just something that's really nice to sit in the bath with. I then got this one, which I cannot for the life of me remember the name of. But I'm pretty sure I can remember the scent. It was like vanilla and sandalwood, I think. Yeah, vanilla and sandalwood. So you can imagine that's just a very like subtle, soft smell. There's kind of a recurring theme there with that, but that's just a scent that I kind of like. There is a lot that do smell a lot stronger. I'm just not really a big fan of it. And I do know that the majority of these I really like. This one is a new one for me this year, and this one was just literally called Mickey. So it's just a white bath bomb, and the good thing is that inside you can kind of see the dots all over it. They are little Mickeys, so when this gets in your bath, all little Mickeys spread around your bath, which is really nice. That doesn't really have like a particular smell. To be honest, they all just smell the same now because they've been sat in this box for like a month. And then I've actually got two of the exact same thing left because it is my ultimate favourite, and this one is called Lovely, I think. And honestly, that's just how I would describe it. It just is lovely. I can't really tell you what's in this. It's a little pink one with like white speckledy bits in too. I can't tell you what it is. It's just amazing. This was on the very back table. I thought they'd got rid of this and I was going to cry, but it was on the very back table this time. So I just got two of these. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it fits 6 in. You can fit more in if you only put the small ones in. I've gone for medium and small. I didn't put any of the large ones in because that really would just fill up your tub. You probably wouldn't get very many large ones in here. So I managed to fit in 6. So for $19.95, that's not too bad really. Okay, so the other thing that I got in Downtown Disney on our last day was a book that I had been searching for a while. I used to see them in Hollywood Studios in the shop that's just on the right hand side as soon as you walk in, and they have now got rid of them. The shop has changed what it used to have in it because of, I guess, people aren't reading media very much because this is a book. So I've been searching it for a while and eventually found this in the Art of Disney, which is the shop that's opposite the Christmas shop. That sells all the artwork and things, but it also does have just a very small media section of like children's books, but also this book, which is called Dream It, Do It, and it's, I can't really pronounce this guy's name, but it's Marty Scaler, I think is how you say his name. And he basically is the guy that works alongside Walt Disney and helped to create Disney's Magic Kingdom. And from what I've been told by the cast member who sold me this, apparently a lot of the quotes that Walt Disney is famous for apparently came from this guy Marty, and Walt just sort of used them in his speeches and things. This is still wrapped because I've not read it yet. I'm very excited to read this, but I'm currently reading a different book, so I will get round to this eventually when I have some more time, maybe when I head back to uni and things like that. But I'm very excited to read this book, and I can't remember either how much this was. I think it was probably close to $20, maybe 25, because it was quite expensive. But yeah, I just really like this. And then sticking with the same theme, this one is not from Downtown Disney, although I'm pretty sure you probably could get it. This I got in Magic Kingdom at the Belle and Beast shop, which is just next to Gaston's Tavern, so in the Beauty and the Beast area of Fantasyland. This one is called The Beast Within. And basically it is the Beauty and the Beast story from the Beast's point of view, not from Belle's, like the film originally is. I have started reading this and I'm about halfway through. It doesn't take a great deal to read because it's quite like big print, but it's actually really good. I've actually learnt a few things already about the Beast that I didn't know from the films. So if you do like reading and you like Beauty and the Beast, I definitely recommend getting this book. This was $16.99 without tax. Okay, so moving on, this was on the second day I got these from Epcot from Mouse Gear. I really like the antenna toppers for your cars and things like that, like on your radio antenna. And I currently have one that is just the standard Minnie Mouse one. It unfortunately slightly is breaking. So that for me was a good excuse to get some new ones. So I saw these in Mouse Gear and absolutely loved them. So I got this one, which is Dumbo, and I just really liked the style Normally they're all just round, obviously because things can fall off, but this one just was really cute and I'd never seen it before. So it has like his little hat, and people don't know what this is. It's his feather. Like my parents have been asking me this as well, I don't know if you can see there. It's the feather that he carries, you know, like when he's practicing to fly, because he thinks this is like the feather that makes him fly. I just think it's so cute, and he's got like a little tail. So yeah, that was the first one that I got, and then I did get another one because I thought when that goes I'm going to want a new one. So I got Mike Wazowski because he is one of my fave characters, because he's small like me. He's a really good one, he's a big one, I think he'll be pretty sturdy, nothing can really fall off of him, and he's also very noticeable. I do see them around quite a lot when I'm driving, but I have never seen this one, so I'm excited to put this one on my car too. I think the two together was $12 or something. They didn't have an offer on, I don't think. I just vaguely remember them being around $12. And then one thing that I did get, which I am super excited for, is a Disney Vinylmation, the Pixar versions. I haven't opened this yet, so I don't actually know what it is, so I'm going to unbox this with you guys. I'm very excited. I purposefully picked one that isn't heavy because I don't want the one that has the extra head bit. So I'm really hoping I don't have him, and I also don't think I've got the Prospector because he has a hat and I'm pretty sure that makes it heavier. But other than that, I have no idea which one it is, and I'm pretty excited for it because they're all pretty cool. So I will show you what's on these. So here we have the CDA people. Bruce is the guy in the middle there. I can't remember his name. Is his name Luigi? No, that's not, that's the other guy. The guy out of Ratatouille, what is his name, guys? Major Blanc. I can't think what his name is, but it has little Remy in the corner of his ear, which is really cute. And then the one on the left there is Wally, then that's Luigi from Cars, then there's Russell from Up, Prospector from Toy Story, and the mystery guy, which I probably did know at a time, and I don't remember now. So I'm excited to see which one it is, so I'm going to open it. I'm so excited. This, I'll just let you know before I open it, is $12.95 before tax. So let's see if I can get in this without making too much damage. It's survived pretty well since it flew on a plane with me and stuff. It's okay. How exciting! Which one do I feel? So this one is just a normal one. I'm kind of glad about that. Oh, it has like a weird head. What's that? Like a gap on its head. What is that? It has something like covering its head. Like hair? Maybe? It just seems like it seems like really hard. I don't know what that is. I don't know which one that is. Okay, we'll find out. Oh my gosh, I have the chaser! It's Edna Mode! Oh, that's so cool! So she's actually the chaser, so that's really cool. So this is Edna Mode out of The Incredibles. That is awesome. Do you know what? I had a feeling that's what it was when I was touching her hair. I was like, who is that? She is awesome. Oh my gosh, she's so cool. That is hilarious. So she is from The Incredibles, in case you guys don't know. I will just show you a close-up of her now. So here is Edna looking all annoyed, as she normally does. They've not done anything on her ears here, because obviously she doesn't have ears, and her hair is always very straight. That's kind of like her signature style. And then she's just wearing all black clothing. And then on the back it's just very simple. I'm really liking this character, this is so cool. And then on the bottom there it just says Edna from The Incredibles. And there she is. I can't believe I got the chaser, guys, that's so cool. I've never had the chaser. Oh, that's so fun. I'm so excited to add to my collection. Look at her, she's so cool. But there you go, that is who I got. That was exciting. Okay, and then lastly, I decided to get some board games I have been wanting for quite a few years. Disney board games are just awesome, and I don't think I can get one of these over here. I definitely know you can get one of them here. So the first one that I got is Cluedo, but the Tower of Terror version. Again, I love all things Tower of Terror. This one is just really cool. The like characters, like the little, what do you call them, like place markers? You know, like the people that you are, I can't think of what the name is, like the counters. They are really cool in here. So you have, these are the characters. So you've got Pete, Daisy Duck, who's like the child star, I think is what it's called. Miss Starlet instead of Scarlet. He is the like star leader, I can't think what the name of it is. The director, who is Donald, and the bellhop, which is Goofy. And instead of finding out who's done it, i.e. who's murdered somebody, it's who's gone missing and with what prop. I guess because they don't want to kill off a character. So they changed it, and instead it's just who has gone missing and with what prop. So I don't really know if you guys can see, but this is what the back of it looks like. So it's a one singular board, and then the rooms are the lounge, the lobby, a guest room, which is really cool because who's ever seen a guest room in Tower of Terror? The library, the billiard room, the terrace, the top club, kitchen, boiler room, and that's it. And actually on the boiler room here they have the service elevators. I did wonder how they were going to throw in the actual ride, and there's some service elevators here, and this boiler room actually looks exactly what the waiting room looks like. You know, the bit just before you actually get into the ride, before you sit down on the ride. The boiler room actually looks exactly like that, which I thought was really cool. So I really liked how they incorporated the ride into this. So yes, I really, really liked this, and this was... That is a good question. I don't know off the top of my head, but I am going to say it was very close to 50 because it could have even been closer to 60 because I spent about $110 on these two games that I got. So each one is about $50. But very well worth it, I think, personally, because I really like this game. So lastly, the other Disney game that I got, which I haven't played yet but I am dying to, it's just nobody in my house wants to play this game because it creates arguments, as I'm sure it does probably in your household. I got the Disney Monopoly version. And the reason that this one is so awesome, as it sort of suggests here, is there is a ginormous pop-up castle in the middle. Like, it can't get cooler than that. And then obviously the things that you're buying are all Disney related, so you can buy some of the rides and things like that. It just looks really good fun to play. It's like Disney money, which looks very similar to the Disney dollars that you actually use in the park. And all the characters are really cool. You can be a partner statue and things like that. So it looks like a really, really awesome game, and I'm very excited to play this. It's just that I haven't managed to get around to it yet because you need about 4 hours to play. So it's going to be on a Sunday afternoon, no doubt, with my family. But I'm really excited to play this. And again, this was around $50. But well worth it. And this one doesn't weigh a lot. That Cluedo is a metal box, so be careful if you are bringing them back and you think you might be overweight, because they do weigh a little bit. They're not the lightest of souvenirs. It just happened to be that Saskia, who I travelled with, had a very, very light bag, and I was able to stash a lot of my souvenirs into her bag at the end there. But yeah, really good, and I'm very excited to play this game. I have just remembered that I have 2 extra things to show you that was related to the clothing and accessories, and they are the 2 rings that I am wearing currently. I have one from last year already, and I purchased another 2 that I have been wanting for quite a while. So I will show you close-ups of these, but the first one is a silver Mickey ring that says love, and the O is a little Mickey. And the other one is very similar to one that I currently own, and that is a very simple silver band with 2 Mickeys, one facing the wrong way, and then joined by a lot of little, but basically little gems. So I'll show you close-ups of these. So there is the first that I'm showing you guys. So you can see that there's like a Mickey facing the right way and Mickey facing the wrong way. And this one was about $25, maybe close to 30. I think it might have been 32. I think I might be lying there. But really nice, and I really like that one. And here is the LOVE ring as well, with the little O being a Mickey. And again, this was about 32, but for silver I thought it was a really good value, and I do really like these rings because, as I say, I already own one. So there you have it, guys. That is everything that I bought on my Walt Disney World trip 2016. A lot of this stuff you already could get as of last year and probably years before that too, but I just thought I would show you guys the things that I got. I'm very excited about the fact that I got the Edna Mode Chaser. That has definitely been a highlight for me today, because I have never had a chaser before, so I'm really pleased with that one. If you do have any queries, maybe about your upcoming Disney trip or buying things in the parks, then please do leave a comment below and I will try to answer as many as I can. But until then, I will see you guys next week. Thanks for watching. Bye!